Alrighty guys, here's the $800 Lincoln Town Car. I'm sure you've seen it in my last video and on my friend's channel. Yeah, here's the $800 Town Car. Thank you, Brain. Has more stickers than the last video, and it's, as you could tell from the last video, this thing's getting more and more beat up. I mean, last video, this plastic piece down here wasn't hanging. This underneath the car, you can see it when I walk back a bit farther. Yeah, that wasn't dangling. The rear bumper's cracking now. We had to replace the front tire, this one, because the old one was really bad and blew. So yeah, this thing's getting kind of beat up, but I'll show you what I've done to it so far. So far, I've taken out the airbag. The interior was not this dirty. We got it this dirty. Took out the airbag, safety concerns, and if I can get the hood up, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. We de-plasticed it underneath here and put a new radiator. We had to de-plastic the car because, well, I'm just gonna go straight up. Chris, you can see there's plastic shit down here still, but Chris hit a bump really hard and it knocked all the plastic shit up into the fan. As you can see, it's all torn up. And the fan wasn't spinning and there's plastic rubbing on the fan, and yeah, we just ended up taking out all that. And while we were at it, we busted the radiator too, so we had to get a new one. Right now, the car has absolutely no brakes. Probably something to do with there's no fluid in them. It's bone dry. So the brakes don't work. There's nothing. They don't stop the car. The only way to stop the car is the e-brake. And I mean, get a look underneath there. The e-brake cable fell off. So yeah, it's just dangling down there now, and a stick could potentially rip that off, and then there's going to be no way to stop this car. Great. That needs to be fixed. So there's a lot needing to be done to this car just to even make it work properly. In the future, I was thinking, got the interior, while leaving the speakers and stuff, obviously, because we need a nice stereo system. But I was thinking, got the interior, delete the catalytic converters, snorkeling it. That's something I want to do. I think snorkeling it would be pretty funny. Get some mud tires for the rear so it doesn't get stuck quite as easily. Yeah. Also, another issue this thing has is the trunk got stuck closed. It's in this like limbo state. Like, it'll do this, but it won't open all the way or close all the way. So it's stuck like that. I'm just gonna get a pry bar and pry it up so we can open and close it, because the fuel door and the trunk are both controlled by these two buttons right here. And if we got the doors, then, or take off the door panels, then that's gonna get stuck. So yeah, and plus there's a release inside the trunk, so if that button ever stops working, you can open that. But yeah, let me know what you think about this car. Maybe even try things like supercharging it. Who knows? Put a turbo kit on it. Sky's the limit. Yeah, but for now, our performance mods are going to consist of probably weight reduction and getting rid of those catalytic converters and making it breathe. But yeah, getting rid of those catalytic converters should help it quite a bit in the power range. Get us some horsepower. Plus, I'm suspecting that they're clogged because the car is at a loss of power right now. Doesn't have the power it did. I don't think that's from me drifting it. I think it's we put fuel injector cleaner in it, and after that it's not running right. So I'm thinking it's either the fuel filter or the catalytic converters are clogged. Could be one, could be both, who knows. But I'm probably going to replace the fuel filter anyways, and we're going to delete the cats anyways to sell them to get some money back. So Goes hand in hand. Oh, and I had to re-glue the Lincoln logo on because that got knocked off. You can see my boogery job there. But yeah, I guess I ought to start it up for you. Runs pretty good actually, like considering all things. I mean, it purrs. Another problemo here. The digital dash, nothing, does not work. So that's something we gotta fix. But other than that, I mean, this engine purrs. Runs great. Supposedly this thing has 150,000 miles on it. Or 125, I don't know, somewhere around that range. But I mean, it runs great. $800, cannot go wrong with it. It does have a title too. We just don't have the title right now. It's weird, blah, blah, blah stuff. But we do have the attorney paper, so we can get a title, but bah, this thing's a dirt car. This thing's a rally car. We don't need it. But anyhow, let me know what you think about the car in the comments. And definitely go subscribe to my friend's channel because he's the one funding this. Lovely beast. I sort of am too, but it's mostly his car. But yeah, I'll leave a link to his channel. Also, gotta say a big thanks for 50 subscribers. I did not think I'd get this many subscribers, and I'm very, very pleased about it. So I appreciate all of you that subscribe to me and watch my videos. I really do. And there will definitely be more content with this Lincoln coming shortly. Also, just because I have a car now does not mean I'm going to be getting rid of the mud mowers. We can see the John Deere still back there. That's still... Videos coming soon about that one out on the trails. But, yeah, phone camera. But for now, this is the Focus. But yeah, tell me what you think. Yeah, and if you're new to the channel, I post stuff. So if you want to subscribe, go for it. Not gonna say hit the like and subscribe. No, that's cringe. Anyhow, if you like my content, subscribe. If you don't, whatever. Tell me I'm a shitty YouTuber. I don't care. Anyhow, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And like I said, thank you for 50 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Anyhow, take care. See ya.